Hello and welcome to an evening of contrition a little bit here today at Tony Talks Trash About Music. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I came across a record that I'd had a while ago on a compilation. Actually, it was on a cassette. And I finally found it on vinyl the other day. It's a pretty rare record, and it's associated with King Crimson. And I'm saying this in light of the fact that we were pretty harsh on Gordon Haskell's work on In the Wake of Poseidon and in Lizard. And tonight, I'm going to try to repair that a little bit by saying a lot of good things about this record. It is and it isn't. This is a rare record on Atco. I guess it would have been part of the, later King Crimson label thing, but at the time it was Atco Records. Another really interesting thing about this, there's a couple interesting facts about this beautiful art cover here. Number one, I want to emphasize the songs are great, and his voice is excellent on this. So I felt really bad when I heard this on vinyl for the first time in a while, and I played it like 4 or 5 times since then. Hadn't heard it in years. Just have it on a cassette in my car with I think I had John Anderson, Elias Sunhillo on the other side, I think. But but this is so cool because at the end of every side, he has these little 18 and 25-second little vignettes of another song that could have been four. But the songs are so good and they're so poppy. And the harmonies are really good. And guess who plays bass on this? None other than John Wetton, folks. John Wetton's on this. Dave Caffinetti is the piano and electric piano player, and Bill Atkinson on the drummer. And you've got Alan Berry. And there's other musicians on it, especially the producer joins it on something that's going to blow your mind. This record was produced by Arif Martin. How in the world in 1971, Arif Martin, while the Yes was doing what they were doing and Crimson was doing what they were doing, he did this in the songs, especially the first side, Just a Lovely Day Sitting by the Fire, Upside Down. Could be all great songs. Really good pop songs. Learning Not to Feel is really good. The last song, Benny, before the little snippet, is really good. Worms is excellent. This is just a great record. And I'm really ashamed to say that I gave him such short shrift. You know, something else I found out when I researched this is that for some legal reason or some dispute, his vocals were taken off of the frame by frame box set, which is ridiculous. I mean, if he did something, he should stay on it. Maybe there's some kind of legal hassle here. But I just wanted to say that this is exceptionally good. And if you get a chance to get this, I would certainly recommend anybody to check this out. This is something that is very rare. And I haven't seen it. You know, I'm a record collector. I'm around in record shops all the time. And it could be some of these things are regional. Like, for instance, one of the things I heard that there was an abundance of Beetle Butcher covers in the Phoenix area because that was one of the plants that actually did it. That's what the owner of the In Groove, I believe, said on one of the videos. But to that end, wherever this is, I never saw it before this. I mean, I've been peering for a long time in this. I saw pictures of it in the advert for Atlantic Records and such. But it's nice to finally have it. And I'm telling you, it's a gem, folks. As much as I really kind of, criticized the performances and I think it was the material. The material they asked him to sing on just wasn't it. The history with Gordon is Gordon knew Fripp before he was in even Giles and Fripp and all that. He was doing something different with him and playing when they were young. It was actually a band called League of Gentlemen before the '79 League of Gentlemen. It had nothing to do with that, with Sarah Lee and all that. There's nothing to do with that. But and that's how he knew him. That's how he brought him into the band once Greg Lake departed to help him out. And the guy's talented, man. He was great. This is really a good record. And it just sounds to me, some of the lyrics, "When I Lose," is kind of a little bit of a negative trip on some of this stuff. But at the same end, man, the vocals are great. The songs are great. This is a guy that should have continued it. I know there's more stuff. I'm going to check it out. And he's dead, unfortunately, now and didn't do a whole lot of other ones, I don't think. But there couldn't be a whole lot else like this because I would have heard this before. Highly recommended. Check it out. I don't know how much it is. I might have been lucky just to find it. But this is something that doesn't come around often. For all you prog heads, all you King Crimson heads, check this record out. It's something you should really listen to. It's poppier than Crimson. It's more of a pop format, but it still has enough in it that it's like a successful, beautiful with the chords. You get a little bit more of the spaced chords and stuff with sometimes fourths in the bass and ninth chords and 13. You get a lot of different stuff here with this guy and with these, and they're really subtly subtly and tastefully done. It's fantastic. It really shows a lot of skill. And these band members, maybe they're from some other band. I don't know. I'm not a big prog rock head, as I say. I do like Crimson. But this, man, get this record, okay? Thanks a lot. Have a good evening, and I will see you all next time on Tony Talks Trash. Please remember to subscribe. Leave your comments about this record if you have this record, if you know anything about it, if you have an opinion about it, let me know. And please consider subscribing if this is a channel you would like to subscribe to. I do appreciate that, and we always appreciate you guys and your views on this. But again, highly recommended here, Gordon Haskell. It is and it isn't. Produced by Arif Martin, 1971 on Atco Records. See you next time.